Say nothing. Give him your old line, give your old line some bitters and a morsel of fried fish to wake up his appetite.
Yes, it's easy for you to talk, but...
The Emperor!
Good morrow, friends.
Blessing, Caesar, and forgiveness.
There is no forgiveness for Christianity.
Oh, I did not mean that, Caesar. I mean that we forgive you.
That's an inconceivable liberty, woman. Do you not know that the emperor can do no wrong and therefore cannot be forgiven?
I expect the emperor knows better. Anyway, we forgive him.
Amen.
Galliara, you see now the disadvantage of too much severity. These people have no hope. They therefore have nothing to restrain them from saying what they like to be. They're almost as impertinent as the gladiators. Which is the Greek sorcerer?
That would be me, your worship.
My worship. Good. New title. Well, what miracles can you perform?
I can cure warts by rubbing them with my tailor's job. And I can live with my wife without beating her.
Is that all?
Oh, you don't know her, Caesar, or you would not say that.
Well, my friend, we will, I suspect, contrive a happy release for you. Which is for Ovius.
I am he.
They tell me you can fight.
It's easy to fight, Caesar. I can die.
That is still easier, is it not?
Not to me, Caesar. Death comes hard to my flesh, and fighting comes easily to my spirit. Oh, sinner that I am.
Galliara, would you tell your husband, wherever he may be, that I should like to have this man in the Praetorian Guard?
Oh, I don't know, Caesar. He's a spoil sport, and he'd make the guards uncomfortable.
For that reason, perhaps, it might be well to have him. An emperor can hardly have too many consciences. Listen, Phorebius, you and your friends shall not be outnumbered in the arena today. You shall have arms, and there will be no more than one gladiator to each Christian. If you come out of the arena alive, I shall consider favorably any request of yours, and give you a place in the Praetorian Guard. Even if your request should be that no questions be asked about your faith, I shall perhaps not refuse it.
I will not fight. I will die. Better to stand with the archangels than with the Praetorian Guard.
Cannot believe that the archangels, whoever they may be, would not prefer to be recruited by the Praetorian Guard. However, as you please, let us see the show.
Ha! The Emperor! Caesar, I ask of you, is it fair for the Rectiaries, instead of making a fair throw of his net at me, to swish it along the ground and throw the dust in my eyes and then catch me while I'm blinded? If the Vestals had not turned up their thumbs, I should have been dead.
There is nothing in the rules against it.
Caesar, is it a dirty trick or not?
It is a dusty one, my friend. Be on your guard next time.
Let him be on his guard. Next time I'll throw my sword at his heels and strangle him to death with his own net before he can hop off. You'll see if I don't.
These tricks are not wise, my friend. The audience likes to see a dead man in all his beauty and splendor. If you smudge his face or spoil his armor, they will show their displeasure by not letting you kill him. And when your time comes, they will remember it against you and turn their thumbs down.
But Caesar, that's why I did it. He paid me 10 sesterces that he would kill me. If I killed him, I wouldn't get the money.
Rogues, there's no end to your tricks. I'll dismiss you all and have elephants to fight. They fight fairly.
By your leave, Caesar, number 11, gladiators and Christians.
The time has come for all this. I shall go into my box and see you killed, since you scorn the Praetorian Guard.
Farewell.
Steady there. You Christians have got to fight. Here, arm yourselves.
sword in hand to show that I could kill the man that would kill me if I chose, if it were my master's will.
Put on that armor.
No armor.
Do what you're told. Put on the armor.
I said no armor.
And what am I to say when I'm accused of sending a naked man to fight my men in armor?
Say your prayers, brother, and have no fear of the princes of this world.
Yes, you obstinate fool.
Farewell, Ferocious, until we meet in the sweet by and by.
You are going too. Take the sword there and put on any armor you can find to fit you.
Oh, no, I couldn't fight, really. I've never disliked anyone enough. I'm to be thrown to the lion with the lady.
Then get out of the way and hold your noise. Now then, are you all ready?
Oh, heaven give me strength.
That frightens you, does it?
Man, there is no terror like the terror of that sound to me. When I hear a trumpet or a drum, or the clash of steel, or the hum of a catapult as a great stone flies, fire runs through my veins. I feel the blood surge up hot behind my eyes. I must strike, I must charge, I must conquer. Caesar himself will not be safe in his imperial throne once that spirit gets loose in me. Oh, brethren, pray, exhort me, remind me that if I raise my sword, my honor falls, and our master is crucified afresh.
Just think how cruelly you might hurt those poor gladiators.
It does not hurt a man to kill him.
Nothing but faith can save you.
Faith? What faith? There are two faiths. There is our faith, and there is the warrior's faith, the faith in fighting, the faith that sees God in the sword. How if that faith should overwhelm me?
You will find your real faith in the hour of trial.
That is what I fear. I know that I am a fighter. How can I feel sure that I am a Christian?
Throw away the sword, brother.
I cannot. It cleaves to my hand. I could as easily throw a woman I love from my arms. Oh, who spoke that blasphemy? Not I.
I can't help you, friend. I can't tell you not to save your own life. Something willful in me wants to see you fight your way into heaven.
Ah!
Oh, but brother, if you are going to throw away our faith, then why not do it without hurting anybody? Don't fight them. Burn the incense.
Burn the incense never.
That's only pride, Ferocious.
Only pride? What's nobler than pride? Oh, I'm steeped in sin. I'm proud of my pride.
They say we Christians are the proudest devils on earth, and only the weak are meek. Well, I'm worse than you. I ought to send you to your death, and I'm tempting you.
Brother, let them rage and kill. Let us be brave and suffer. You must go as to a lamb to the slaughter.
Aye. Not as a lamb is slain by the butcher, but as a butcher might let himself be slain by a silly little ram whose head he can fetch off with one twist.
It's the way that the stage is waiting.
Come on, the Emperor's waiting. Come on, man, get those people
Yes,
in.
sir, it's these Christians hanging back.
Liar.
March. Follow up there, you.
Well, farewell.
Farewell, brother, glory.
Shove them in there.
Touch them, dogs, and we die here and cheat the heathen of their spectacle. Brothers, the great moment has come. That passage is your hill to Calvary, mounted bravely but meekly. And remember, not a word of reproach, not a blow nor a struggle. Go. Farewell.
You forget. I must follow before you are cold.
It is true. Do not envy me because I pass before you to the glory.
Sickening work, this. Why can't they all be thrown to the lions? It's not a man's job.
I'm glad I haven't to fight. That would be an awful martyrdom. I am lucky.
Androcles, burn the incense. You'll be forgiven. Let my death atone for both. I feel as if I were killing you.
Oh, don't think of me, sister. Think of yourself. That will keep your heart up.
Oh, that's a good one.
Are you there, handsome captain? to see me die?
I'm on duty with the Emperor, Lavinia.
And is it part of your duty to laugh at us?
Well, that's part of my private pleasure. Your friend here is a humorist. I laughed at him telling you to think of yourself to keep up your heart. I say, think of yourself and burn the incense.
He's not a humorist. He was right. You ought to know that, Captain. You've been face to face with death.
Not with certain death, Lavinia. Only death in battle, which, by the way, spares more men than death in bed. What you're facing is certain death. You have nothing left now but this faith and this craze of yours, this Christianity. Are your Christian fairy stories any truer than our stories about Jupiter and Diana, which I may tell you, I believe in no more than the Emperor does or any educated man in Rome?
Captain, all that means nothing to me now. I'll not say that death is a terrible thing, but I will say it's so real a thing that when it comes close, all the imaginary things fade into mere dreams beside that reality. I know now that I'm not dying for stories or dreams. Did you hear of the terrible thing that happened while we were waiting?
Oh, I heard one of your fellows bolted, ran into the lion's jaw there. I laughed at it, I'm still laughing.
Then you don't understand what happened.
It meant the lion had a cow for his breakfast.
It meant more than that, Captain. None of us believed the stories and the dreams more devoutly than poor Smith-though. But he could not face the great reality. What he would have called my faith has been oozing away minute by minute whilst I was sitting here, with death coming nearer and nearer, and stories and dreams fading away into nothing.
Oh, so you're going to die for nothing?
Yes, and that's the wonderful thing. It's since all the stories and dreams have gone that I now know, I have no doubt, that I must die for something greater than dreams and stories.
But for what?
I don't know. If it were anything small enough to know, it would be too small to die for. I think I'm going to die for God. Nothing else is real enough to die for.
What is God?
We know that, Captain. We'll be gods ourselves.
Oh, Lavinia, come down to earth, burn the incense, and marry me.
Handsome Captain, would you marry me if I hauled the flag down on the day of battle and burned the incense? Sons take after their mothers, you know. You want your son to be a coward.
Why, great Diana, I think I would strangle you now if you gave in.
The hand of God is on us three, Captain.
It's all nonsense, and what a monstrous thing that you should die for such nonsense, and that I should look on helplessly while my whole soul cries out against it. Die then if you must, but at least I cut the Emperor's throat, and my own should be.
The Christians will not fight, and your curs can't get their blood to attack them. It's all that fellow with the blazing eyes. Send for the whip. If that doesn't move them, bring the hot irons. The man is like a mountain.
That is unworthy. Can they not kill him without dishonoring him?
Oh, now that is dreadful. I cannot stand the sight of a whip. The only time I ever hit a man was when he lashed at an old horse with a whip. I danced on his face when he was on the ground. They must not strike Herodias with that whip. I'll go into the arena and kill him first.
What's happened?
Oh, don't ask me, don't ask me. Oh, it's too dreadful.
Cloaks and hooks there, cloaks and hooks.
Well, you need to excite yourself about it.
How many dead?
6. In the baskets, bring the baskets.
Who are the baskets for?
For the whip. He's in pieces. They're all in pieces, more or less. Boys, he's cut a lot.
Magnificent. Where is he? He shall have a laurel crown.
Lost! Lost forever! I have betrayed my master. Brethren, he has swords. Strike! This arm is offended.
No, Ferocious, what have you done?
I know not. But there was blood behind my eyes, and there's blood on my sword. What does this mean?
What does it mean? It means you are the greatest man in Rome. It means you shall have a laurel crown of gold. Superb fighter, I could almost yield you my throne. It was a